Welcome to Creating Video-Based PBL Workshops. My name is Nick Keith. I'm a blended learning specialist. You can find me on Twitter at nkeithblend or find my blog at texasedtech.blogspot.com. In this webinar, we'll review what a PBL workshop is, the advantages of using video, and then look at three tools, Screencast-O-Matic, Edpuzzle, and Flipgrid, that will help you create video-based PBL workshops. And then at the end, we'll discuss what you need to do to receive credit for watching this webinar. So what is a workshop? In project-based or problem-based learning, workshops are small or whole group activities focused on specific skills or content students need to create their final product. So why use video in these workshops? Because creating video-based workshops lets you, the teacher, provide personalized attention to the rest of your students. So while a few small groups work in a video-based workshop, you're free to help the rest of your students with whatever they need in your class. The three tools we're going to look at today are Screencast-O-Matic, which is free screen recording software, Edpuzzle, which allows you to add assessment questions to existing video, and Flipgrid, which lets you easily record video from you, outside experts, as well as your students. Let's get started first by taking a look at Screencast-O-Matic. So one tool to record your screen on your laptop is called Screencast-O-Matic. This is a free tool that lets you do screencasts with whatever's on your computer and add your own voice. So let's take a look at how to use it. You'll start by just searching for Screencast-O-Matic, and then it's the first result that comes up in Google, Screencast-O-Matic. You can just click the Start Recording button, but I prefer to set up an account so that I can share a link with my students. So click on Sign Up. You can sign up with Google or enter your email. I'm going to sign up with Google and select my account and log in. So Screencast-O-Matic does have an option where you can launch a recorder right from their website, but I prefer to download and install their software on my computer. So I'm going to click Download Install. And this is all going to look a little bit different depending on what type of computer and what browser you're using, but you should get something like this in your downloads. So I'm just going to open that, click Next. I'm going to install it for anyone on my computer, and then it's going to do its thing. When it's done, you can ask it to start Screencast-O-Matic right away and create a shortcut on your desktop. I'm going to start Screencast-O-Matic right now so we can take a look at it, so I'll click Finish. When this option comes up, I'm going to click Free Recorder for right now. Okay, so this is what the Screencast-O-Matic screen recorder looks like. It's very, very straightforward. If you have this selected, you'll record just your screen. With this selected, you'll record just your webcam, so you. With this selected, you'll record your screen and your webcam. Your maximum video is 15 minutes long, which is way more than enough. This is the resolution that they'll record at. This is making sure that your microphone is working, and this is for recording computer audio, which isn't available in the free version. So let's say that you have a PowerPoint presentation, a short one, that you want your students to watch in one of their stations. So I'm going to click on Size, and I'm going to switch this to full screen. Then I'm going to open my PowerPoint presentation right here, and I'm going to go ahead and click Present. So now I'm presenting my PowerPoint, and when I'm ready to record, I just click Record on Screencast-O-Matic. You'll see a countdown. So now whatever I say is going to be captured by Screencast-O-Matic. I can go to the next slide, and then the next slide, and then that's it. I'll press Escape to end my presentation, and I'll click the pause button to stop recording. Now that I'm done, I'll just click Done on Screencast-O-Matic. And then if I want to, I can play this back. So now whatever I say is going to be captured by Screencast-O-Matic. I can go to the... And then when I'm done, I'll go up here and I'm going to click on Upload to Screencast-O-Matic. Because what this is going to do is give me a link that I can put in Google Classroom or my LMS so students can come see my video. So I'll click Upload to Screencast-O-Matic. And I'm going to launch my browser here to sign back in, and I'll allow it to use my account. And then I'm just going to put in some details about my recording. I'm going to call this Blended Learning Sample. You can give it a description, which channel you want to upload it to, whether or not you want to highlight the cursor. We're going to leave all that the same and just click Publish. Right now it's uploading it to Screencast-O-Matic. Once this is done, we'll take a look at how students will access it using a link. So once this is done, we'll just click on Open Upload, or you can connect it straight to your Google Classroom. In this case, I'm going to do Open Upload. And this is the presentation that I just recorded. I can watch it by clicking play. So now whatever I say is going, and then if I want to share it with my students, I can go up here and click on Link, Embed. And this is the link directly to my video. So I would copy and paste this and put it into Google Classroom or whatever learning management system I happen to be using. So the next time that you come to Screencast-O-Matic, if you want to get back to this page, you want to look at My Uploads and then find this video called First Upload. You can click on the link button just to get the link from this page and share it. You can edit your video here, or you can delete it. So Screencast-O-Matic is a quick and easy way to make your own screencast. If you can see it on your computer screen, you can add your voice to it so your students can watch it. The next tool you can use to create PBL video-based workshops is called Edpuzzle. To get to Edpuzzle, go to edpuzzle.com. Edpuzzle is a free tool that lets you take almost any video you can find online and add your own assessment questions to it. This helps keep students engaged, and it gives you data on how well they're understanding what they're watching. If you've never used Edpuzzle before, click on Teacher Start Now. They'll give you a short tour, or you can click Skip in the lower left-hand corner. You can sign up here, or connect your Google or Edmodo account. I'm going to select my Google account, and then I'm going to allow Edpuzzle to access my account. From here, select the subject that you teach and the name of your school, and click Join. When you first come to Edpuzzle, they'll take you through a pretty thorough tutorial, but I'm going to select Skip Tutorial right now so I can show you the most important parts. Right here, this is our search screen. This is where we'll search for a video with the content we want to use in our workshop. So let's say that my students need to know how to simplify fractions for part of their PBL. I'll start by typing in simplifying fractions and hitting enter. So you can see I have quite a few search results here. On the left-hand side, I can search YouTube like I'm doing right now, or I can search Khan Academy, or anything else that's in this list. I'm going to go back to YouTube. I can watch a video to see if I want to use it. And then when I'm ready, I can click the blue Use It button at the top. So now there are 4 steps to creating your Edpuzzle lesson. The first is that you can crop or trim your video. This video is 8 minutes and 31 seconds long. That is too long for a workshop or to hold a student's attention. So I'm going to trim this down to about a minute, and I can move these sliders wherever I'd like to. So now the video is only going to show from 33 seconds to 1 minute and 40 seconds. Next, I'm going to click on Audio Track. Now, if I click this microphone, it's going to let me re-record all of the audio for the entire video. With an audio track, you have to re-record everything. So I'm not going to click that right now, but that is an option if you want to add your own voiceover. The next step is audio notes. So I'm going to drag my cursor here, click the microphone, and allow my microphone. And right now, I'm recording an audio note. Students will hear this when they get to this point in the video. I've clicked stop. Now I can back up, click play, and listen to my audio note. And right now, I'm recording an audio note. Students will hear this when they get to this point in the video.
by dividing our rectangle here up into more.
So you can add as many audio notes as you want to point out important information to your students. Just move your cursor, click the microphone, and add a new note. If you want to delete them, you can either remove the last note with this button or remove all the notes. When you're finished with that, click on Quizzes at the end. Quizzes let you insert questions and comments in your video. So I'm going to move my slider to here and press the question button. And here are the 3 things I can add. This first tab is an open-ended question, so I'm going to type my open-ended question here. And then I'll click Save. Move my slider again and click the question button. This time I'll add a multiple choice question. So I'll type my question here and my answer choices here. I'll leave this green check mark next to the correct answer choice so that students can get immediate feedback on their work. I'll click Save. And move my slider again.
Is equivalent.
Click the question mark. And if I'd like to, I can just add a comment here that students will have to acknowledge that they've read before it goes away. And then I'll click Save. So now that I've added audio notes and questions to my video, I'm ready to finish. So I'll click the Finish button in the top right-hand corner. I'm going to add a class and click the check mark. And then I'm going to say I want to prevent skipping so students can't move forward in the video. And you can add a due date here as well if you'd like. Click Assign to assign it to that class. And now I've assigned the Simplifying Fractions video to my Educate Texas class. You can watch it as a student if you'd like to see what it looks like. To have your students join your class, click on Invite Your Students in the top right, and you'll provide your students with this code when they come to Edpuzzle and sign up as a student, and this will connect them with your class. So Edpuzzle is a great way to use existing video online to add your own comments and questions to use in video-based workshops. The third tool that's great for video-based PBL workshops in your classroom is one called Flipgrid. With Flipgrid, it's very easy to record and capture video online. You can capture video from yourself explaining a concept to your students, ask outside experts to record a video for your students to watch, and capture video reflections from your students. You'll start by going to flipgrid.com. And first, let me show you what this is going to look like from the student perspective. When students come to Flipgrid, they'll enter their grid code, which I'll show you how to get in just a moment. And then they'll click Visit Grid. Once they're here, you can see I have some questions already set up in this Flipgrid with teacher responses. So let me click on this one. And here we have groups of teachers who have introduced themselves to their students at the beginning of the school year. All that they had to do to add their video was click this big green plus button over here on the left-hand side. So if I select one of these videos.
Hello, my name is Ms. Arsengino, and I'll be teaching second grade this year. I'm excited to see my new students that I have.
Then you can hear the videos from all of the teachers who have responded to the Flipgrid. So, like I said, you can collect outside experts' responses here, get responses from your students, and add your own video as well. So let's see how to set up a Flipgrid. So I'm starting back here at flipgrid.com, and I'm going to select Create Free Account. I'm going to fill in my information here, my email address, and the Flipgrid account I'm going to use is the Flipgrid 1, which is the free version. I'm going to select my instructional type, the name of my school, and then the subject that I teach. Then just click Create My Grid. We're going to get started by creating a new grid for students or outside experts to post their responses. Click on New Grid. We're going to give our grid a name. This will be where your students go to access the grid. And this is the purpose of our grid. Once that's filled in, we're going to go down to Security and Privacy. You can set a password for your grid and toggle this switch on and off if you'd like to receive email notifications. This allows users to share links to a grid or a topic outside of the grid, and this lets students download their videos. I usually leave all of those as the default. You can receive notifications every time a new video is added. I'm going to turn that off. And you can also generate transcripts of the responses in your grid. You'll want your grid to be visible so that students can come and respond. And then from here, we're going to select a cover image for our grid. Once that's done, we'll click on Create Grid. Now that our grid is created, we need to create a topic. You can have one grid in the free version of Flipgrid, but you can have as many topics as you'd like. And the topic is the same as a question. So I'm going to click New Topic, give it a title. This is the date that you displayed or created your topic. Your video response time is 1 minute 30 seconds in the free version of Flipgrid, which is typically more than enough. And then you're going to add your question here. Once that's filled in, you're going to make your topic visible, and then it's going to launch on the day that you create it in the free version of Flipgrid. You can record a video of yourself asking a question, as well as adding some other resources here. And if you'd like to add an attachment to something like a Google Doc, you can paste that here so it's accessible. You have some response feature options. You also have the option to moderate responses where you have to approve them before they're posted. And you can require an email for responses from your students. We'll leave the response title turned on and the number of video views turned on. For feedback, you can provide basic feedback on a student's response in the free version of Flipgrid. Once that's done, we'll click Create Topic. And this is the code that your students will use to access your Flipgrid. Or if you're sharing this to get input from outside experts, this is the code that you'll want to share with them, or you can follow this link. So I'm going to click on this link. It's going to take me to the topic I just created. So this is the topic I created. I can record my first video by clicking on the green plus sign, record my video, and then it will show up here in my topic board. I can go back to my Flipgrid, and if I add other topics, I'll see them appear here. I'm going to close this tab and go back to My Grids. And now whenever I want to add a new topic to that grid, I just click on the name of the grid, click on the blue New Topic button, and I can add as many topics as I'd like for people to respond to questions in my Flipgrid. To receive credit for this webinar, you're going to answer 4 short multiple choice questions at the link right below this video, and you're also going to submit 1 product showing what you've learned. The 3 tools that we learned about are Screencast-O-Matic, Edpuzzle, and Flipgrid. I'm going to show you how to find the link that you need to submit for each one, but you only need to submit 1. If you're using Screencast-O-Matic, you're going to go to screencast-o-matic.com and log into your account. You need to create 1 screen recording. It can be 30 seconds to 1 minute, just enough to show that you know how to use it. And you'll have it uploaded to your site. To get the link that you need to submit, you're going to go to Uploads, and you'll see all of your uploads here. Go to the video you want to share and click on the link icon. Copy this direct link by right-clicking and selecting Copy. And then in the form that it's linked to directly below this video, there will be a place for you to paste the link to your video. For Edpuzzle, you're going to log into your account and go to My Content. Click on one of your videos that you want to share. Click Assign or Share at the top. Click Share with Anyone. And then copy and paste this link into the space provided in the form for this course. If you created a Flipgrid, log into your Flipgrid account and click on Link. This will share the link to your Flipgrid. Copy this link at the top, by right-clicking and selecting Copy, and submit that in the form that goes with this course. So this has been creating video-based PBL workshops. We've looked at 3 tools that you can use to create video-based workshops for your students in your STEM classroom. Screencast-O-Matic to make screen recordings, Edpuzzle to add questions to existing video, and Flipgrid to record responses from yourself, outside experts, and students in your classroom. My name is Nick Keith. You can find me on Twitter @InKeithBlend. Feel free to reach out to me there with any questions that you might have.